on the FCL side of things, leading up to peak season, Christmas season, it's getting definitely busier. Definitely a lot more challenges along the wharf container side of things, especially at the terminals. Lots of ongoing delays there, on top of the MUA strikes as well, which doesn't help. As well as the mandatory double jabs required for every worker on site. So that's been quite challenging, and just time slot bookings and a backlog of containers at the port. It's just sort of sitting there. To LCLs, I'd probably say are arguably worse than FCLs at the moment. Every unpacked depot in Melbourne has been definitely under a lot more strain lately. Shortage of workers, as well as every worker obviously required to be double vaxxed so they can work. Backlog of containers pending to be unpacked. And every depot now requires time slot bookings in order for the driver to turn up on site to collect whatever freight they have. If they don't have a time slot booking, they'll be turned away. A lot of COVID procedures have been implemented as well, which again slows things down. So with air freight, it's a lot more simpler, definitely a lot easier to customs clear the goods, that's for sure. But again, docks as well definitely need to be chased up earlier and well before the ETA if possible. And definitely need to be org in the correct order. Aside from once the freight's checked in, usually it takes about 1 or 2 days. So it's not as bad as container loads and LCL shipments. Definitely get all of your customs clearance stocks in check. Make sure it's all valid and actually correct. It's filled out correctly by the shipper, especially the packing decks. That's always a very common issue where it's incorrectly filled out. And aside from that, I'd probably say, definitely pay your invoices on time as well. Sometimes that delays things a little bit. But yeah, aside from that, especially the LCLs, if it's urgent, definitely tell us to request for an urgent unpacked and we'll get that arranged with the local co-loader. We then in turn make sure that the local depot actually follows that and unpacks the container once it's arrived at their depot within the same day or within the next 2-3 hours, depending on how serious it is. For FCLs, pretty much the same thing, the customs clearance side of things. All docks, definitely need to be correct, so that it makes lodging customs clearance a lot easier.